Hmm. All right, perfect. Now that you've done that, we're going to go ahead and open up report locker 1805 again, and we're going to take your stuff out. And once you've done that, as I've told others, make sure it's on your duty belt as you expect it to be. And you are all set.
Awesome, thank you.
Theo, come on in.
Yes.
All right. I imagine y'all have heard me through the window. Open report locker 1805. It's unfortunate because there is a bit of a bottleneck here because only one person here can do it at a time.
Right, right.
So once you open up 1805, 4 items should be in there: your gun, taser, flashlight, nightstick. All right.
Okay.
Now close that out. Open up your MDT. And in the evidence field, you'll see 4 things. Beneath your PD issued Glock, you'll see Emily Parker's, where the formatting is 21124, 853, Emily Parker. Want the same formatting for you, except instead of 853, I want to see your full name and, or instead of 853, your call sign and then your full name. And then put PD at the end of each of those weapons, just so that there's no confusion as to which department it was issued from. Mm-mm-mm. I'm not sure if you've done any of them but the Glock, but if you have, just make sure you're saving them because I haven't seen any of the others change.
Okay. Because I'm not seeing the Glock change.
Okay, I can explain that. When you make the edit, when you save it, for it to reflect, you have to press the evidence tab again.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, I probably should mention that because if you look at it and you don't see it change, and then you're sitting here assuming you're changing everything, but you don't actually see it reflect. That makes sense.
There we go. Now I see it.
Yep,
Okay.
just do it for the nightstick and flashlight, and you are good to go. Now, just a heads up, although it doesn't reflect for you, it's just more of a visual thing that doesn't update for you. It reflects on the system because I had seen for a while that the Glock had been changed. You don't necessarily have to press the evidence tab if you're sort of just going through the motions and doing it sort of all back to back in bulk.
Okay.
All right, you are all set. Just go ahead and open the report locker, grab your weapons. Perfect.
All
Now
right.
make sure that they're on your duty belt as you expect them to be.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Crikey!
Let's go.
I couldn't
After
have.
you, sir.
I could not have imagined a more fitting name. It is a
Thank you.
surprise most times.
Well, that's good.
Uh,
I guess.
all right. Open report locker 1805. That's 1805.
Yes, sir.
All right. 4 things: gun, taser, nightstick, flashlight.
Yes, sir.
Close it out. Open up your MDT. Go to the
Yes,
evidence
sir.
field. You'll see the 4 most recent things. If you take a look 2 under your Glock, so ignore the Connor Flynn fingerprint, you'll see 21124, 820. Instead of 820, your call sign. And then instead of Theo's name, it'll be your name.
Yes. Am I looking at the ones that
No,
have
no, no.
the information on them?
Well, yes. It should be ID 8405, 8406, 8407, 8408. See those?
I don't. The ones I
Under
see is
the evidence field?
in the evidence. Yeah.
Okay, what do you see?
The topmost one, last one, is for David, but below I see some that are unaltered.
Did you say David something?
No, David Bouchard. That's what I see at the top of the evidence locker.
Okay, click the evidence tab on the tab on the left side.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So right now, additional evidence is being added to something completely unrelated. But do you see where it starts with the ID is 8408? It just says
I do see
flashlight.
that. Yes, yes.
All right.
Sorry.
So
Yep.
unfortunately, it's no longer at the very top. But the four things you're looking for: the flashlight, the nightstick, the taser, and the Glock 17X. You see those?
I see that now. Yep, yep.
All right. And if you skip under the Glock, ignore the Connor Flynn fingerprint, and you see Theodora Crane's flashlight.
I do. Yep,
Do you
yep.
see the formatting 2-11-24 at 820 full name? I want
Yep.
that same thing, except instead of 820, your call sign, and instead of Theodora Crane, your full name. So what you're
Okay,
going to
yep.
do, we'll start with the Glock. Select that. Under
Of course,
title
yep.
is where you're making that change.
Okay, yeah, I get you now. Okay.
And so once you've figured out the formatting, copy it because it's pretty much going to be pasting it for the others.
Oh, good.
Clover needs to log some evidence real quick, so she's gonna come in here.
All right. Is it for an incident or a report?
Incident.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Here, squeeze on in between.
Okay, I think I got it. Or did it not update?
You want to press the save button when you change the title. So it's at the top right of that sort of, field.
Yes, I see. Yep, yep, yep.
All right, let me
Sorry,
see.
just had a mind
you're
blank
good.
there. All right, try that again. There we go. Come on, open. I'm having it. There we go.
It has not
There we go.
reflected. Let me see.
Should now.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna
Just do the
take that
rest.
formatting. You're gonna paste it for the taser, the nightstick, the flashlight. But in addition, you're gonna add PD at the end, just so that again there's no confusion. Much like the
Yes,
Glock.
sir. Oh, good. There was the other one. There we go. Nightstick.
Put the PD at the end of the taser, not before. Just so that it's specifically indicating that in the nightstick.
Oh,
and
yes,
flashlight.
my apologies.
You're good. Don't worry.
There we go. All right, let me try. I'll do that for the rest as well. All right. All right, and lastly,
You are good, I believe.
beauty.
Because
That's it.
the Glock already does that one automatically. All right.
Okay. Yep.
So
Yep.
now you're gonna open up the report locker again, 18205, and you're gonna
Grab my
grab
stuff.
correct and make sure that they are where they should be on your duty belt.
Oh, good. Done.
All right.
Cheers, sir.
Come on
Awesome.
in. All right, open report locker 1805 1805. Gun, taser, nightstick, flashlight. All right, close that out. Open up your MDT. Select the evidence tab. You want to make sure you maybe hit it twice if you already had it open. Unfortunately, yours got interrupted by a photo from a scene, but it's going to be the Glock 17, the nightstick, the taser, and the flashlight that are the top 5. You see those?
Not yet. I'm gonna refresh it.
And to clarify, it's the evidence tab on the left-hand side, not the evidence field within the report.
Yeah, it looks like there's 2 photos that may have gotten mixed in, but I see a Glock nightstick, taser,
Yeah,
flashlight.
the top one was just added, so it's now within the top 6. We'll start with the Glock, because this is likely going to keep getting scrolled. But if you take a look further down, oh geez, there's quite a few. You take a look further down to ID 8408. You'll see 21124 at 857, Crikey Thompson. The ID is the sort of green rectangle identifier within the evidence tab. Let me know if you see that. Oh, actually, you're sorting everything out. The only thing I'd like change is adding PD to the end of the actual item itself. So instead of it being PD flashlight, and then PD at the end of it. I don't want there to be confusion as to whether or not you're identifying yourself as a police officer versus the flashlight and taser being PD issued.
So would you like the PD after our name or
No,
after the
after
Okay.
flashlight, after taser. It's automatically done appropriately with the Glock 17. But not for the nightstick, taser, or flashlight. All right, you are once the nightstick is finished, which it is,
Just
you are
that one?
good.
Cool?
All right, go ahead and open up report locker 1805, and you are all set. Grab your stuff. And as I've told everybody, make sure it is on your duty belt where they should be.
Awesome. Thanks,
All
Rhodes.
right. Carman,
Yes, sir.
come on in.
I believe I got the
Open.
gist of this down.
Okay, perfect. Over report locker 1805, we'll speed run this. Put all 4 things in. Gun, taser, flashlight, nightstick. All right, close
Right,
that
all
out.
4 in there?
Open up MDT. On the left-hand side, you'll see the evidence tab. Click that. The 4 most recent things should be the 4 things you input. You'll start at the bottom. If you've already figured out the formatting, again, 2/11/2024, and then the call sign you selected, your full name. Specifically, okay, perfect. Easy. This works. Fast learners.
Oh,
All right. Now
Hopefully
open
those are
report
all
locker
correct.
1805. That is correct. Grab all 4 things and put them on your duty belt as they should be. All
all
right.
right, all set. Thank you,
You're
Rhodes.
up.
Excuse me.
I think I can do it without any of your instructions, Rhodes.
You know what? I'm going to do it because I have to. Open
You
report
test
locker
me.
1805. Put all 4 things in. Taser, gun, nightstick, flashlight. There we are. Once you've done that, close it out. Evidence tab. Or most recent, make sure you click evidence so it refreshes. 4 most recent things. I'm sure you know the formatting because you've heard it a million times over. And normally it's kind of just adding a prefix, but for taser, flashlight, nightstick, put PD at the end as you've done, and then we're good.
Last one. Beautiful.
Perfect. Open up report locker 1805. Grab your shit, put it on your duty belt. We're
Thank you,
good.
Rhodes.
All right. All right. Everyone.
Is that everyone?
Congrats. I think
Alright.
so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfect. So if you don't know what we just did, it should be relatively self-explanatory. But everybody's weapons was just added to a specific report, and this report was created for the sake of documenting PD weapon serial numbers. That way, in the event where somebody is found to be in possession of a gun, we can track back whose gun it originally was because it was just registered by you in that report. So if we run the serial upon getting it, it's going to come up as, you know, a PD weapon in the registry, and we can charge people appropriately for that. That make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's Barrick? Where'd he go?
He
He's
went to
talking
go
to someone in
talk
the lobby.
to someone in the lobby. Let me 1 second.
All right. In order to see this, by the way, if you open up report 1805, it's not going to be neat by any stretch of the imagination. But if you take a look at the evidence field to the right-hand side, what that did was it automatically input under the evidence field all of that evidence automatically without having to do it manually. It could technically be done manually, but why do that if we have employees behind those lockers, willing to do it for us?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's very,
There's a
There's
lot
very
of
good.
logo like the little tags and all that, little bees.
Yes, all of that.
Oh my god.
It even gets better than that. Trust me, it gets better.
Maybe
Now
an
you'll
hour of
also
logging.
see, just in case, once you're out there, if you were to run something, the weapon registries are specific to shifts. So it's split into shift 1, shift 2, shift 3. So if you run into a weapon that comes back to another shift, right? It's not going to be within this report. It's probably going to be, I don't know if it's 1804, 1806. It'll be around the general area, but it'll reference it back to the report. So you don't have anything to really worry about regarding that. Let's see here. I want to find an easy thing. Give me a second. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Everyone open up your evidence tab. And I want you to click Jimmy Frost Nightstick, which should be the top thing there. If you don't see it, just click evidence on the left-hand side so it refreshes. When you're looking up evidence, you'll notice that to the right-hand side, it references every report that evidence was put in. So we didn't necessarily search by anything, but let's say we had an identifier of XTH75JB78Q, which is essentially the serial number. We put that in evidence, we search. This would come up, but in addition to this, we'd no longer have to go through the effort of finding every instance in which this has happened, because to the right-hand side, it literally has an option titled Used in Reports. So if you click that, you can very quickly determine anything that is tied into, whether it be a report, an incident. Very intuitive in comparison to how things were in the past. I'll tell you that much.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's actually like a nice quality of life thing.
Very much so. Very much so. Barrick, did you want me pretty much solely to go over the weapon registry stuff or evidence as a whole?
You can do evidence as a whole, if you don't mind.
Okay. Here, let's take a look at. All right, if you open up incidents and go to Academy. Let's see here. Just out of curiosity, we're gonna do this just to get everyone some practice. Y'all still have those photos you took for each other's profiles?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just as like something we can do here with no issue. I want everyone to add evidence. So to the right hand side, there's a plus button by evidence. Click that. Under category, you're gonna select photo. Under photo URL, you're gonna put the link there, and then for title, you're gonna put whoever's photo it was, and then just photo. So if it was Crikey Thompson's photo, just put Crikey Thompson's photo. I'm not going to ask that you figure out their state ID right now, but if you had a suspect in custody and they had a gun on their person, you would be able to add their state ID here. Or if there's a photo that references someone or something like that, you could put their state ID. But this is how we would manually add evidence for situations. Oftentimes, this is going to be like scene photos, GSR tests, stuff like that. Remember how I stated you'd want to take a photo of that GSR test? That is exactly where it would go. It would be listed under photo. And let's see.
Might be overloading the MDT. Nothing's loading for me now.
Oh.
In that incident, at least.
All at one time, it might.
Yeah, that might be the case. Evidence. I see Jimmy Frost, Parker, Johnson, Crane, Thompson,
Don't see
Squealer,
anything in
Silver.
it yet,
Well, so I
so-
see it under the. I
Yeah,
see it under the evidence tab, but I don't see it under the
I don't see
actual
it in the report.
report.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it's because everything was put in at once. However, under normal circumstances, it would populate on the right-hand side under evidence, but it no longer is for me. Maybe I should be a little more mindful of having everything put in at once. It's sort of taking its sweet old time. But that's how everything would... Actually, it's populating slowly for me.
Yeah, it's starting to now. I see 2 photos.
So if everyone goes to the evidence field, or not field, tab to the left-hand side, you'll now see all of the photos that were just added. And again, you click on it off to the right-hand side, you'll see it's attached to Incidents Academy. You can see the photo in its full size here without any issue. And if you needed to for whatever reason, you can edit stuff here. Whether that be the state ID, the title, which is essentially the description of the photo, stuff like that. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. If that is the case, I mean, this pretty much applies for a bunch of different things. Instead of photos, weapons and casings are primarily going to be done through our evidence lab behind us. So we don't necessarily have to worry about putting those in manually anymore. We used to, but we no longer have to. Same thing with blood. You could, but why if we have an entire, entire group of employees willing to do it for us? So what you're primarily going to be doing here most of the time is going to be photos, because blood, casings, weapon, projectiles, all of that stuff is going to be done through the report lockers, or the lockers behind us. Whereas every single one of those things used to be done manually in the past. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else regarding evidence. Have we gone over the collection of evidence?
Probably not. Let's run through it really quickly though, because
Okay, perfect.
we are very
I'm
behind schedule.
I've tased the ground. All right. Now, you'll see on the ground right here, that's definitely a taser cartridge, okay? But the moment you pull out your flashlight, you've gone through and tagged all of these bits and pieces of evidence. Here's the thing. You can pick them up, right? Unfortunately, there isn't enough evidence for everybody, but who wants to pick these up? Someone volunteer.
I'll go.
All right. So go ahead and collect these. This is going to be the casing. The casing is going to indicate where stuff was collected from. The B, all right, I don't know why. It's a projectile. That's where the actual bullet
Projectile.
landed. Yeah, it's a projectile.
Projectile.
All right, so you can go ahead and pick that one up. Perfect. Now, under normal circumstances, we're behind, but under normal circumstances, we'd take photos of the entire scene prior to picking anything up. That way, we can have a solid, or just have solid documentation behind where things were originally without having been moved, right? From there, we would come over here, just as we have with the report lockers and our weapons, but we'd come through here. Everyone can come. Here we are. All right. Now, in this case, we're going to throw this under Academy just for the sake of making this easy. So it's going to be incident number 2581. So for whoever has it, you want to open an incident locker. 2581. And you're going to put those pieces of evidence there. All right. Close that out. If you go ahead and reference the report, assuming, okay, it seems everything is in, you'll now see the casing and projectile at the bottom listed under evidence. You see that?
Oh yeah.
All right, give me 1 second. You'll
Oh, yeah.
also see, and this is where things start getting very, very fucking good. Under evidence, like above where the photos are, to the right-hand side, you'll see 3 things. You'll see a magnifying glass that says replay scene. You'll also see a view map. So right now, I want everyone to select view map. And you can zoom in, and they will have documented the location of every one of those casings. If there were multiple, all of them will have been documented.
Oh, wow.
So you can figure out...
That's neat.
You can figure out, you know, where things sort of originated from, where they ended up, and have that be incredibly useful when it comes to determining stuff when it comes to scenes. Now, give me 1 second. All right, Barrick,
Yeah.
are there any limitations as to how many people can look at a scene?
Not that we know of, but
Perfect. We're
the more
about to
you
find
fuck
out.
around, the more you're gonna find out.
All right, so
Let's find out.
we're gonna
Oh,
learn.
might as well find out.
We're gonna learn something very quickly. Nobody press it yet, but again, that magnifying glass says replay scene. All right. Essentially, we are going to have pretty much virtual reality, where the casings and projectiles are put down as they were picked up. So, on 3, I'll have everybody go ahead and replay the scene, and you'll see, you know, that the casing or the cartridge and the projectile are both there. All right. So on 3, I'll have everyone do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not. Hold on.
Technically, we are at the scene.
N-
Right next to it, you know.
No. I'm going to assume. Okay. I'm going to assume that maybe only one person at a time. David.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to replay the scene. 3 seconds after I do so, I want you to select it. Nobody else do it. We're just gonna put this to the test. All right.
10-4.
All right. I'm doing it on 3, and then 3 seconds later you do it. So 1, 2, 3. David.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me.
It wouldn't let you? Okay. All right. So 1 by 1, we're going to do it. David, I'll have you be first. So go ahead and replay the scene.
All right.
Ignore the fact that he's still here. He's just got his VR headset on, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Now, imagine that for a large-scale situation in which all the
Yeah.
evidence was collected. It could be incredibly helpful with determining things.
Can we trace the projectile path?
I'm not too certain on that. The evidence in VR-related stuff is relatively new. And we haven't really had a situation in which we've had to. There haven't been too many guns out on the street.
Okay.
What's up, Sterling?
Hey, Rhodes. So let's say like we collected maybe like a bag of marijuana or
Mhm.
a firearm, and we put it in that locker. Would that?
I don't know. Because I've only ever seen it utilized in the event of casings projectiles.
Like something with a serialized.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So again, it's new. It hasn't been around too long, and there haven't been too many opportunities to sort of test the waters beyond just casings and projectiles. All right, Parker, go ahead and replay the scene. Like this is going to be very simple and basic, just because it's just one projectile, one casing. All right, Theo.
Is it
Do you think it
possible
would do
to-
anything if we put the taser in there?
Put the taser in where?
The this academy report to like see if it, you know, is on VR.
Wouldn't the serials just match? We could see the match, no?
Well, I'll put it in. Hold on. All right, 1 second. I mean, it doesn't, outside of documenting the taser, it's not adding any additional stuff.
But you can see the serials they match up though.
Yep, correct.
I was just curious if it would like be in the, you know, the VR.
No, unfortunately not.
And what I was envisioning for some reason was
Also,
just like
Squealer,
where
you can try it now.
Yeah, like where it would have been.
Is there any way to pull anything off of the taser? Like
Uh,
fingerprints or anything like that?
It's really cool.
That is a little complicated because we do have something, but I suspect it's for people who have, I guess, thrown objects and getting their fingerprints or DNA. All right, who has not yet? Crikey?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance.
All right,
You want me to
go
do it?
ahead.
Oh, good.
I've not had a chance yet either.
All right. Carman, name?
Larry Johnson.
Larry.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not going to forget this time. Larry, you're up. And then Frost.
That's pretty interesting.
I managed to get in when we did that big.
Okay,
bridge ball.
perfect. Anybody who has not had the opportunity? Perfect. Let me grab these. All right, we should be good there. Does anybody have any questions regarding the situation at hand? No? All right. I think we're mostly done. The only other thing is sometimes your MDT will have an issue loading the photos. If that does happen, the only way to get it to function again is to close the tab at the top completely and then reopen the incident, and then you can hover over the photos and it'll work perfectly fine again. Reloading the report in the same tab does not work. Doesn't matter how many times you do it. Yeah, I think that's mostly it.
If that doesn't work, just reset it as well.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'll hand y'all off to Barrick. That's most of the stuff here.
Everybody knows how to reset their
Very
items,
cool.
right?
Very cool.
Oh, actually, I lied. I'm gonna have y'all follow me. There is one more thing. It's in the armory. All right, over here. Two things. So we had these before all of the additional evidence documentation. But if you wanted to, you could take your firearm or any weapon, put it here, and then run the serial number, and you get some additional information, such as where the weapon was purchased, in addition to who it was issued to. So I have my gun in there, but and everybody should be able to see that. So if all you do is run the serial, if everyone just gets close, as close as you can, run the serial, you should get all the same bits of information. The serial number, the fact that it was issued to me, Matt Rhodes, and the fact that I purchased it at the police armory. All right. All of that is going to be important. Not all of that is going to be documented immediately over at the little evidence area we were at. So this is additional information that you could have for pieces of evidence that could be very important.
The answer to the other question I had.
Which was?
If it doesn't come back in the system for any evidence or anything like that, if there's a way to run the serial number.
Yes, this way. However, I mean, I just start to think like, but what if like a serial is scratched off? Like we may not
Yeah,
get
I was just
information.
thinking that.
The possibility exists, right? I don't know that we've run into that, but the possibility does exist. So just keep that in mind. Not every weapon may come back with the serial. But let me go ahead and grab this. And then over here. Oh, sorry. What's up?
Oh, sorry. You go. Sorry. You go.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. So here's what I want. Actually. Okay, I'm gonna need help. I need you to pick this up.
Oh, good. Okay, here we go.
All right. Now put it in there to scan.
Of course. I think it's this one. There we go. All right,
Perfect.
done.
All right. Give me a second. Let me just verify something. Okay, so if y'all come close and take a look at this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and print out the scan results so everybody should be able to see it at once, much like the serial stuff. You'll see that if somebody throws an item, right, obviously in order to get some decent distance, they're going to have to put a solid grip to be able to throw it. DNA will likely be left behind. Now, that's important because if somebody throws, let's say, a gun, then gets arrested, and we find the gun and they go, I don't know what you're talking about, I never had it, right?
Yeah, right.
It is very common in pursuits for people to be chucking things out of a car left, right, and center. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be a bag of chips. They're trying to distract us, right? So we can come here and, again, get additional information. And obviously, you know, you can take photos of these results and add that as evidence as well. Any questions?
No, sir.
No.
No,
I have
no,
one question.
Yeah,
The
what's up?
DNA that shows up, if we were to run that right now, it'd come back to Crikey?
Me, actually.
Okay.
Because he threw
I
it.
just figured, yeah, since Crikey picked it up, that's what I was wondering.
Yep.
So
Barrick,
essentially, like,
I'm not wrong in saying that, right?
correct. So essentially, think of this is like something to assist you if you're pursuing a vehicle with like 4 people in it. You see something fly out of the car and you have no idea which
Barrick,
one of
throw
these
your
4
flashlight.
people.
And then I'm going to pick it up. Oh. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Throwing it behind the cabinet.
There we are. Pick that up.
Yeah, essentially, think of it as something to help you in that regard, figure out who threw this.
Yep. So you'll now see that the DNA is different than the one that you saw previously because he was the one that threw it. I was the one to have picked it up. But under normal circumstances, you as the officer would have been the one to pick it up. Yeah. Any questions?
So it's
No,
only
sir.
the most recent touch.
Not necessarily. If multiple
the-
people threw it, I mean, hell. Let me somebody pick that up and then put that to scan. I'm hopeful.
We should see like 2 touches.
Correct.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
What happens if they just dropped it and didn't throw it? Is that enough?
Well, we're gonna find out. Someone
just, like,
who isn't
place
me or
something?
Barrick, go ahead and grab it, and then just go ahead and place it down on the counter. Here we are. I'll pick it up. Yeah. No, that as well. So putting the item down, throwing it, anything of the
Yeah,
sort.
What if we just put it on the ground?
Well, that's what just happened.
No, she placed it.
Oh.
I think it'd be the same thing.
Well, let's find out.
Can
Oh,
I
you
grab-
mean just like dropping it out of your pockets, kind of?
Yeah, let me grab it and put it on the floor.
There you go.
I do not believe that it will work that way.
And then
Alright,
somebody
put it
else
on
has
the
to grab
floor.
it.
I'll grab it.
Yep.
Yeah, I see 4 now.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
4 DNAs now.
Interesting.
What kind of theory crafting here with this? This might be a good thing. Well, I
Yeah.
wonder about glove boxes and stuff now. Trunks, glove boxes. Wonder if it's just like any displacement of the item.
Good. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
touch.
Not wrong. But either way, very helpful tool with assisting us. Now, here's the thing: just because we have, a string of DNA does not necessarily mean we have something to match it to, right? When we scan for, to clarify, when we scan for people's fingerprints to identify who they are, we have everybody's fingerprints on file, to identify them through a database, but we don't have everybody's DNA. There's a difference. All right. I will.
So
I'll
that doesn't leave fingerprint. That leaves DNA.
Correct. There we are. Any additional questions?
What if somebody wears gloves? And he throws it?
Well, that could get a little tricky because remember, we're not looking at fingerprints, we're looking at DNA, right? So it is possible that DNA was still left behind, whether they touched it earlier, or anything to that extent.
Yeah, because I mean, it could be anything like hair follicles, little like skin
Right.
cells left behind. Could be the smallest little inkling of anything. What's up, Cranky?
I'm just gonna ask. So if we then get a DNA, but there's not one match in the system, we'd add it as evidence and just do NA for the name itself if we can't
Yeah.
identify it.
Yeah, NA
Correct.
or unknown, something like that.
I know. Yeah, all good.
All right. Anybody else have any questions with this? No? Okay. We're gonna double time it down the hallway to the north, and we're gonna get into the 3 Tauruses, and we're gonna go up to Zenkudo.
Go, North, go.
Yeah, we got this.
Run. Door jam.
I will lock it.
Let's go. I see 2 doors. Make it one over there.
The third one's down the right.
I'm up here.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
my.
Oh,
Oh my! Oh no!
Oh, God.
Ah!
Whoever got
See
it, you're going to have to
nightmare!
get out. Ah!
I can't get out! God! Oh no!
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Maybe not the tourists!
This could be better. Okay.
I'm on the oh well.
Crikey!
Oh,
It's all your fault!
what did I do?
Crikey. Crikey, you see that tablet in your hand?
I do see that tablet in my hand.
That's the issue. Hold on.
Oh.
Just go ahead and try to get rid of it.
guess I'll just get a new tablet.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Any chance you could maybe rock it back and forth?
Yeah, hang on, let me just push and pull.
Yeah,
Push
okay.
and pull. Except, here we go, come on. We got this.
I'm
Teamwork
going
makes
to
the dream
highly
work.
recommend standing a bit
All
far.
right, we got this.
Yep. You know, Crikey caused this mess. He gonna get us out of this mess, right?
Yeah. we
Of
almost
course,
made it
I
to
would
San
do whatever
Kudo.
it takes to get you out of this pickle. We got this. All right, one final rock. Yeah, gonna pull.
Bear, what frequency are we on?
And push.
Almost. Almost.
I don't think it works.
Sorry, I'm trying to get unstuck.
Yeah.
I don't think it
When it
works.
gets close to getting
I think one more time we'll do it.
yeah. When it's close to getting pushed over, just like hit the gas. Hopefully
This
don't
time I'll
die.
stay back.
Yeah.
Probably for the best, Crikey.
You got this.
Actually, here, let me do this from the back.
I believe in you.
I believe
I'm
too.
gonna try to flip it from the back.
Okay.
Like, as soon as I'm almost done like rocking it for the last time, I'll tell you, just hold on to the gun. Hopefully
right.
the tire will catch it.
Who knew a tablet could cause so much damage? Hello.
Nothing to see here.
You know, we're managing.
Alright, almost there.
All right.
Go.
You got this.
Go.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Good shit.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
This is fine. We
I need a few more doors.
It's gonna get it.
Hey, hang on.
Crikey,
gotta-
you no longer have that tablet in your hand, right?
No, of course not, sir. I put it away.
Okay.
Oh god.
I think, yeah, we
Hold
got
on.
it. You got this. Oh, shit.
This is fine. Not again.
Well,
No,
not over it.
no. We're good.
We got this.
Okay.
There we go.
Was that our
See
taxi?
why we keep the repair kits.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Am I right?
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay, girl. Good luck.
All right. Let's go. We'll meet you there.
I just like to say I had nothing to do with this.
Right.
Do any of you need food?
Yeah, I do.
I do as well.
I got some potato chips. Got some potato chips?
I do have some energy
I got some
bars.
potato
Sorry.
chips in the glove box. You're good. No dramas. I got like, hang on. I got a bottle of water and I got 2 energy drinks. So just let me know.
I think I'm looking for water for now.
Oh, good.
I'm glad we're doing that.
So, that was a learning experience. I'll make
It was.
sure.
It was. You know what? We're actually gonna make it to Fort Zancudo before them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Show them what you got. Show them what you got.
Oh, yeah, because weight reduction. Less doors means less weight, which means you're faster.
I just think
See-
you noticed it wrong, but
You're welcome, by the way. For the doors.
No, listen. I did not allow you to put Red Bull in my tank. We was not supposed to grow wings and fly.
Well, if it doesn't give you wings, then there's probably false advertising, in which case, probably take it to court. Did you know someone actually sued Red Bull and won for that?
Did they get a decent amount of money?
I think so. I think they actually won the case.
Or is this one of those, like, you know, McDonald's, everyone thinks that the person who sued because their coffee was hot was, like, completely outrageous, not realizing that the coffee was, in fact, way too fucking hot?
Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know. Perhaps.
Apologies. I'm focused and trying to ensure we get there first.
You got this. We believe in you.
Assert dominant.
You want some action music?
Yeah.
Action music.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, sorry. No, you got it. You got this.
No, you go. Yours is,
Oh,
yours is
okay.
good, yours is
Oh, we passed it.
I made a left just out of habit.
Oh no, it's right. You're second place. Silver still counts. You got this.
I looked to the left and saw the bridge upside down.
It's right. You just gave him a head start because you felt bad about being so good.
We actually would have. We 100. If I made that right, we were good.
You got this. Silver still works.
It's okay. Listen, when we get there, I'm gonna let him know I was first. I just wanted to say hello. We actually already entered. We left.
Oh, okay.
And that's when we saw him.
But wouldn't that be lying?
It's like a white lie, you know, lie that doesn't really matter.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, let's lie.
No.
Oh. Okay, let's not lie.
Yeah, no lying. Only truth.
Honesty, integrity.
Yeah.
Rose missed a turn.
I didn't miss the turn. I was just, you know, showing y'all I made it first.
So cut.
That was it. Crikey, let me tell you, your parents naming you Crikey makes perfect sense.
Well, the reason why they call me Crikey is because when they gave birth to me, my head was bigger than usual. And that was Mum's first word when I came out.
Oh.
So I think they settled on naming me that. I mean, I don't blame him.
Take him through use of force.
Note to self, never hold a tablet when entering a police cruiser. It does not work out well.
Actually, while I'll do this, I'm gonna go fix the car. 1 second. Yeah. Not illegal for cops to lie. Not wrong. Actually, isn't there... Was it a state that just made it illegal for cops to lie? What did you just do? Luke, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it. Where's my flavor call? I don't know. I don't know. Where is it? Flavor call is top tier, we'll say. Maryland and Washington. Interesting.
She's gonna go through that for probably the next 30 minutes at most, and then we'll do scene control for the rest of it. We'll save radio etiquette and 10 codes for tomorrow, and since we're kind of behind. I think this is a good little area to do scene control because it's very unique. There's a lot of like weird stuff and a lot of buildings to run around. So
all right.
I guess we can try and come up with something for the time being.
For the scene control, are we doing anything specific? Is it going to be broken up into groups? Is it going to be sort of, this is like one large scale situation? Or how has it been structured in any of the prior academies?
It's been structured previously as a senior buns example, and then kind of multiple situations at once going on, like a stabbing here.
Do I want to subject myself to the PTSD?
You get to become other people's PTSD now. Their future PTSD.
Well, they'll be fine. I will say, definitely some promising ones.
Yeah, I think I don't know though, man. I was really hopeful about the last batch too. And this is Theo seems pretty solid. I feel like she is taking like initiative, like almost before it's even asked sometimes. I think Emily's good too. Just a bit quiet. Obviously
Don't forget,
Frost over
Theo's gold. That makes sense.
Yeah. Frost will be Frost, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost practically useless having him here. Sterling will be solid as well. He he's somebody that I've known for a while, or I knew a long time ago anyway, and he's a solid guy.
All right. Without knowing, and I'm going to exclude Frost from this because I don't expect there to be any problems with Frost. Larry is going to be solid. Judas is going to be mostly solid, but I think toe the line with pushing things. Emily, solid. Theo, solid. Sterling, solid. I mean, I'll be real. They actually all seem solid. And then here's a little caveat. I think Crikey is going to be mostly solid, but I also suspect he's going to be made the most fun of.
He's the forte of the bunch without question. Like,
yeah, but in a funny way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I definitely think they're all solid, but
Squealer, the assistant to senior parking, something. Is there
senior
context?
citation officer or something like that.
Who the fuck is a senior citation officer? I want that to be me. If I could pull people over all day, Barrick, I would.
I know.
But I can't because people get stabbed. Or kidnapped or injured.
Well, you could have like your alias be something along those lines.
No, I'm petty and thorough. But damn, let I look good in this. I want
It is a
short
nice
sleeves
outfit.
back so fucking bad.
Same.
Oh, please give us short sleeves. Oh. We have a problem.
We're the only ones on duty.
Where's Lucas?
1242.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no police force.
It's all right.
This is the investment.
Yeah.
We thought the investment would work out last time.
Nope.
We shot ourselves in the foot.
Get a little.
Who did we get from that group of people?
The original Academy?
Yeah.
Forte is the only one that's like very consistent. Selena's consistently on duty, but it's not always shift 3 because her schedule just bounces around beyond.
But we also have
beyond her
Lucas.
control. And yeah, Lucas obviously, surefire there every day. Desmond and Clover are really good when they're around, just not around a lot. So yeah, Coco's gone. Who else?
I actually needed to speak to Forte. I forget what it was. I even tried calling him. Oh, I know what it was. I didn't get to have the conversation with him, so I didn't even put it as like a thing to be addressed because I want to talk to him about it. There was a very fast vehicle that we intended on pursuing. He saw, and then didn't really call out anything in regards to its direction, and then just said, "Oh, it's too fast, UTL." But then, like, again, the lack of communication, his lack of just like environmental awareness because officers were to the north, which is where the person went, but again, he didn't communicate anything. So then the people